Welcome to my debate of the week on Alundra blayze, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I remember seeing Alundra blayze a little bit before I stopped watching wrestling. I thought she was one hell of a wrestler. I didn't really hear much of her talking, but I felt that she was very good. Now, I did see a little bit of her in WCW. And after she threw the women's championship in the trash, I did manage to see that. I was going, what the hell is going on? Why did she do that? Isn't that the WCW Women's Championship? I didn't know it at the time. I didn't. Because at that time, I was not really watching a lot of wrestling. It was very sporadic. Maybe twice a month I was watching wrestling. 1 hour of it. Because I was working a lot back in the 90s. But I didn't understand until later that she threw it in there to show the Monday Night Wars had begun. And after WCW went under, she never did go back to WWE. She just stayed in the indies. Right now she's about 51 years old. I do believe she's still wrestling. And now she's being rewarded with the WWE Hall of Fame. I am happy she's actually going to the Hall of Fame. The person I believe that should not be in the Hall of Fame is Sunny. I'd rather have Alundra blayze than a Sunny any day. Now, I'm sure a lot of people will say Sunny has been really great. Not at the same extent of Alundra blayze. Dude, come on. 7 major championships, 3 of them in the WWE. She worked her ass off. She did revolutionize a lot of women's wrestling. And I'll give you an example. Mae Young, the Great Muta, Sensational Sherry. Those are just a few women that have gone through history who have held the WWF World Women's Championship and have made their points in women's wrestling, but not to the same extent as Alundra blayze. I know there are many women that were international at the time, who some of them were in Japan, who were doing high flying, or in Europe, or in Mexico. But they did not get the same exposure as an Alundra blayze. Alundra blayze did what a Muta did in a basic sense. Muta, oh man, Mula, sorry, not saying Muta, not the guy, the woman. Essentially speaking is this. She held the championship for almost 7 to 10 years. The Great Muta, Mula. And when it comes to Alundra blayze, in a sense, she did the same thing with her actions and attitude. That's why she's so memorable. Mula revolutionized what happened in the 60s, 70s, and into the late and early 80s. Alundra blayze took over in the 80s into the 90s, and she revolutionized the business then as well. The person who took over for her was Trish Stratus, and Lita, the person who's the most closest to her, who took a step further, is Lita. Because Lita went beyond what Alundra did and became more high-flying, more charismatic, more sexual than she did. And when it comes to Trish, she was not as, well, extreme as Lita was, but she showed more sexuality, showed more charismatic charisma, showed more strength in doing other things than just being a manager or a regular wrestler. That's the reason why Alundra blayze deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and I'm glad. I don't know who would be the best person to induct her. Maybe it might be Mr. McMahon himself. Maybe they may call back a couple other people who was around the time with her, who might have been her greatest rival. You never know. But what do you believe? Do you believe Alundra blayze deserves the title of Hall of Famer? So I hope you have a great evening. I hope you enjoyed this debate of the week. I will be doing my Booker T debate of the week next. You will be seeing it a couple of days after this. I hope you have a good day and have a good night.